After converting my tiny Prius C into a camper for one and hitting the road on my own to adventure, I wanted to sit down for a heart-to-heart chat with all my aspiring solo female travelers and van lifers. So if that's you, grab a warm drink. This one is especially for you. So I want to take a minute to talk to all of the girls who want to do van life, or like solo female van life, who have thought about it, but who haven't yet gone through with it. Because this is one of my first few trips as a solo female van lifer part-time, and I've had a few thoughts along the way about things that I wish someone would have told me when I kind of started, and so that's what I want to share with you guys today. I'm in the mountains right now. I'm on a hike, and so people might come and this video might randomly end and then pick back up in a different location, so that is definitely a possibility. One of the things that originally stopped me from trying to pursue this was the thought that I had to go from point A to Z, like there was no in between. By that I mean that I thought that if I wanted to try this solo female van life lifestyle, I would have to get a huge van, like a Ford Transit or a Sprinter, or I don't know, just some kind of huge van. I also thought that I would have to leave for very long amounts of time, like very long periods of time. And I also thought that I'd have to go really, really far and do it all in one shot. Like from today to tomorrow, I would just be gone and I'd be a solo female van lifer, just like that. And I thought that was the only way to really like experience it. I think this has a lot to do with like imposter syndrome a little bit, and feeling like if you're not doing it the way that you see it on the internet, then it's not valid. But something that I realized a little bit as I've been doing this is that if you're in a vehicle and you're sleeping in it, you're kind of experiencing van life, you know? And so I try not to be too hard on myself. One thing that I really, really, really appreciated about the van life community so far is that everyone seems to be so welcoming and like warm, and it's just like honestly like one great big hug. Van life community has been so welcoming and just like so understanding of the struggle at the beginning when you don't really know what you're doing. And so the first time, if you guys don't know this, I converted my Prius C, so the smallest Prius that there is on the marketplace. I converted it into a little camper with a toddler's mattress that perfectly fits me. I'm 5'5.5", and I can sleep in there perfectly, like really, really comfortably. And I just bought some reflectics to put around the windows for privacy, and yeah, it works out really well. I'll leave the video up here for anyone who hasn't seen it about my little like camper. So yeah, I did that, and then I tried to head off for a little trip by myself, and I made this video. It's called I Failed at Van Life, which I will also post up here. And basically that video is just showing me being too nervous to do it, feeling too homesick and stuff, so basically not going. And at that time, like everyone was so sweet to me, like so sweet, and like Reddit groups or Facebook groups and stuff. And the things that kept coming back is to start small. That was the biggest thing, to start small. Like you don't have to buy a huge van, you don't have to go very far. People were telling me like stay within an hour of your house, you know, just to try it out like one night, you know, book a campground if that will make you feel safer for the first few times or the first night or whatever it takes for you. I think that it's just so important to know that it's a process, and you're not gonna like get everything right away and then just be like super comfortable and it's all going to be easy. It's definitely like small baby steps, you know? So I think that's like, there's a cicada. That's one of the most important things, I think, is to just be patient with yourself as you're kind of taking on this new lifestyle. Also, the idea of being alone as a girl can be just like really frightening. So go with what you're comfortable with, you know? I told myself that I wouldn't ever sleep not at a campground, and today I'm actually sleeping in a parking lot that has 24-hour parking. So that's like cicadas, man. So that's very new for me, but definitely something that today I feel comfortable with, and maybe tomorrow I won't feel comfortable somewhere else. It really depends. So really just go at your rhythm. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. Also, somebody was telling me like don't worry about like the van life like gatekeepers kind of that are like, if you don't have a van then you're not van lifing, or like if you aren't leaving full-time 24/7 in the van, then you're not experiencing van life. I think like that was really good advice to just like never mind those gatekeepers, you know, like I just thought that was really good advice. So go at your own rhythm. I'm here for you, like in spirit, if you feel like a little bit nervous as you embark on this. And honestly, it's a lot less lonely than you would think, especially if you're on YouTube and you're making videos, because I feel like there's always someone to talk to because I'm talking to you guys. And so yeah, that's about it. If I think of anything else, I will definitely add it as I'm walking through this trail. I'll also show you guys the view in a second. I hope you guys can see well. I wanted to like continue a little bit on our little chat about trying out solo female van life and like tips and stuff and things that I've learned over the last few times of me doing this. I'm currently at a sorry, I'm really tired. I'm at a parking space that I found on iOverlander. It's a really good app. I'll show you guys a few videos of it. Maybe if you want the exact coordinates for it, message me on Instagram and I'll send them to you. But if not, they're on iOverlander, and you can find a bunch of great spots there. I don't know if I said this before, I'm so tired, but I only slept by myself before at campgrounds. This is the first time not sleeping at a campground while being by myself, and I feel really, really good. And yeah, so it's just like, I guess it's just like a reminder again to you to just like go with your own rhythm, do what feels comfortable for you, especially the first few times. And also, yeah, if you are looking for overnight parking that's been reviewed, that has pictures, and you want to make sure that you're going to feel comfortable before driving out there, I definitely recommend iOverlander. It's a little like tip from me to you. I will leave the link for iOverlander in the description. And yeah, so I just hope this little talk was like, I don't know, a heart to heart from me to any like aspiring solo female van life girls out there. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button below. It means a lot to me. Good night. I'm heading off to sleep now. Bye. I did it. I slept by myself in my car, not at a campground, and I feel so good and like so accomplished because I like faced fear, and that feels really, really good to me, all while doing it in a place where I felt safe. You know, that's like the most important part. So where I'm going to end this video is by saying that so many times in my life I've heard that I can't do things because they're hard, or or because I'm a girl, you know. And I spent a lot of my childhood kind of watching on the sidelines, like watching everyone else live their life and just being comfortable, like watching from the bench kind of thing. And I realized that on a day where I was watching everyone play soccer and I was sitting on the bench and I was like content there, and then I asked myself, like, what would it be like if I was the one who was playing the game of life, if you will. And that kind of changed everything for me. And I was really young when I had that thought, and I told myself that I was going to start playing the game of life. And so I like would join the cross country team, or like track and field and soccer and football, and I just started to try to like expand as much as I could. And so my point of all of that is that you are so beyond capable. There are so many things that could go wrong on the road. You could get a flat, you could have someone knock on your window and it could probably scare the shit out of you. My whole car battery died when I was with a friend doing a road trip once, sleeping in the car, and we had no reception, and we had to trust strangers to like boost our car. And I'm not recommending that you do that. I definitely don't recommend doing that. Try and obviously think a little bit in advance, but all that to say that there is so many things that can happen on the road. And as I'm driving away from home and thinking of all the bad things that could happen, the one thing I keep telling myself is that if any of those things do happen, I am so beyond capable of handling them. I know that I can figure it out. I know that I'm a smart girl. I know that I have the tools that I need to get through tough situations. I know that I'm a problem solver. I know that I find solutions. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess this is just like my little pep talk from like me to you. you know? If you want to try this, try it, and you don't have to go all in. You don't have to break the bank. Work with what you have right now, whether that be a small little Prius like me, or maybe even a sedan, I don't know, but whatever you have, work with it right now and see where it takes you. Stay within, like, of course, there's bugs. Of course, go out of your comfort zone. Starting a solo female van life by yourself is going out of your comfort zone. But also remember to keep it somewhat comfortable, to keep it somewhat like where you're feeling safe. And so, yeah, you can do this. I can do this. We're all in this together. And I'm just like here rooting for you and cheering you on. And let's stop holding ourselves back, because for so long, that's what I did, thinking that I couldn't start this. And here I am. And I started, and it's already done. Now all I have to do is keep going. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll see you on the road. Mwah. Have a great day.